all in all, I think we've had a pretty successful transfer window up to this point. We've signed pretty much players in all the positions I wanted to fill in, maybe a few little spots that we can fill in over the course of either today or just the course of the rest of the season. But today our attention turns really to Europe. We have to qualify for the Europa Conference League group stages. We've got 3 potential ties to get through today in order to do so. It's not going to be easy, but really, for the financial stability of this club, we have to make this happen. Let's see how that goes. As always, if you have been enjoying the series up to this point, drop a like on it. That would be fan-bloody-tastic. If we get 300 again, that'd be lovely. You guys have been smashing it lately, and hopefully you're enjoying the series as much as I am enjoying recording it. And since, well, it's not the start of the week, but I didn't do this at the start because I'm an idiot, it is time to thank new patrons. And this week it is David Turner. David, thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you everyone else over there for basically allowing me to do less videos, but more high quality. I feel like the videos have been better when I've been doing less of them, and that's one of the ways that's enabled me to do that. So thank you very much, everybody, and thank you everybody just watching and having a nice time. So let's continue the good times today, as hopefully we're going to beat CSKA Sofia, maybe, because that is our goal. You'll also notice friendly Irish boys Dundalk there in the Conference League there, but yeah, we start off away in Bulgaria today. Now we've been drawn already for the next round. I didn't realise that, and it will be against, if we get through, obviously, Lausanne Sport. Dundalk already having nightmares about them, but I feel like that's a winnable tie for us to potentially get through. Now, there'll still be another round of qualifiers after that, so it's a lot of work for us to do to get to the group stages this year. But I feel like it's imperative that we have to try to focus on that for the moment, at least, because of the sheer amount of cash that it would generate this club in the meantime. And I feel like that's the only way we can really build to move forward at the moment, is by having some success in Europe on the lower levels and then try to build upon that. Now, I'm still looking, of course, at De Belder, that centre-back that we got. I'll have a little look at him after the match and see if we want to make that transfer permanent with the trial. And I think that could complete our backline. Also, in other good news, John Diaz, the Colombian, has now agreed to join us. He will join in January, of course, when his contract expires, on a free transfer, though, so we can't really complain about that because his wages were relatively tiny, and that would give us a really nice backline. As for who exactly is going to play today, not entirely sure, but at least we've got depth up front to make stuff happen, right? Let's sort this out. Sort this out, he says, whilst failing to make any actual changes to the squad. But I think for the moment, we're actually good enough to play our starting 11 here, and I want to get some match fitness into these guys. We've got the bench, and I think they'll definitely be used a bit more frequently this time. Obviously, we've only got the 3 subs, but those 5 subs in the league are now going to be really, really helpful because we'll actually be able to use them for something good. Sylvain Caron maintains his space in goal because, I mean, you guys were pointing out how good this guy was, and I can't believe that we've nabbed this guy on a free transfer. That is obscene. Trying to get rid of that release clause, though, in like a year's time would probably be helpful because he's the type of guy that could go instantly, and I feel like he's got mad potential. Not entirely sure why Nordin Abid is complacent at the moment. He's not unhappy or anything like that, so it is weird that he's just like, I don't care. I do not care. I'm going to make you care, Nordin. So here we go. First match in Europe of the season. I mean, look how far we went last year. Surely this team is capable. We're a better team than we were last season. I think the players have built into the tactic a little bit more. I think we've strengthened in pretty much every area I wanted. Surely this team is capable of getting to the group stages of the Conference League, right? There's a lot of bodies in the box. And it's a lot of bodies on the ball. Oh, no, that's unfortunate. The ball was saved brilliantly by Caron. This might be offside, actually. It's been disallowed. I think the rebound must have been offside when it bounced back to the striker, but a great initial save from Caron. Really pleased with that. Carlson given free rein into the box here. Pops it up. Pritchard's header, and it's a brilliant save from the goalkeeper. This is the pressure I want to see. Abid. Oh, look at that wide play. Maybe Carlson could go for goal, and he has done. It's a brilliant effort from Christopher Carlson. Keeper's made some good saves so far, but that certainly wasn't one of them. 1-0 to SecondYellowCard. Not won by Turnerson, but it doesn't matter. We've won it on the second bounce anyway. Abid. Carlson pops it through for Jack Pritchard. Joe Pritchard. Through on goal. First goal for the club. Joe Pritchard on the end of it. 2-0 to SecondYellowCard. Perfect start. Carlson is really looking good this season. 2 goals and an assist already this season. 2-0 SecondYellowCard. Out to the wide area. 2-0 Pritchard into the box now. Back on his left foot. Abid. Oh, what an effort. This is more like it. Lovely one-touch stuff. Clotley round the side for Pritchard. What a goal. It's 3-0 to SecondYellowCard. Joe Pritchard, and we need to see a replay of this. This is lovely football. When we win the ball back here, and Gorda finds this gorgeous little ball in, one touch out wide for Abid, Clotley with the ball perfectly in between the defenders, and Pritchard with a thunderous effort for 3-0. Half-time. I think we're a little bit lucky to be 3-0 up here, but that little spell of possession, I mean, those 2 goals in 2 minutes from Joe Pritchard have really killed this tie potentially, but what a performance. Berge Hansen, off the bench playing in centre mid for a little bit. Clotley, Lindstrom, Gorda. Finds Matos. Oh, he just needs one good pass here. And he's found a Boulay. It's a great finish from Georges Boulay. 4-0 to SecondYellowCard. And Boulay's first goal for the club. Really nice and a thoroughly deserved goal. And that should allow us to rotate for the second leg. Nice work, lads. Pops it out wide for Ilsa. Look at the space. Round the side for Pritchard. Could he turn creator? Ilsa and Matos. 5-0. Really nice build-up. Really nice goal. Tie, game, set, match. Picking it up again. Surely there isn't a 6th goal in this game for us. That's a bit overkill, if anything, lads. Clotley down the left-hand side now with 2 minutes to go. Body still arriving in the box. Ball in, and Pritchard's on the end of it for the hat-trick. It is 6-0 to Sunioska. A hat-trick for Joe Pritchard. Clotley has been amazing on that left-hand side today. When he gets space, he could be a star, albeit very rarely today. Ilsa drops the ball in. Lindstrom won't win that, although Clotley, Boulay with a thunderous effort over the bar. It's 6-0 to Sunioska. Yeah, I mean, 6 is very harsh. We did have a lot of shots on target in this game and were dominant, but 6 is extremely harsh on Siska. But that said, nice to see Joe Pritchard nailing a hat-trick. Clotley was lethal from left back as well. Abule was great. Everybody was just excellent in this match. So pleased for the guys. I mean, that's just total rotation for the second leg, and it'll allow us to focus on some league games for a bit too. But I still think we do need more depth in our midfield, and we've kind of known that the entire time. But that's definitely going to be I was looking to the bench, and I still couldn't find many sensible substitutes there, so that's definitely an area that if we can find one more guy in the midfield, that'd be really kind of cool. Now it's just a case of getting our heads down, hopefully trying to use a little bit of the money that we do have remaining to make a couple more signings, to try to strengthen this side. If I can find a centre mid, even a loan B. Although we do have Terry Rothwell coming in from Arsenal on loan. I literally forgot about that. So actually, it's going to be not quite so bad once Rothwell joins us. We'll have that extra body, and I think that could be key for this season. And I might still go after De Belder, honestly, to get that done nice and quickly. Okay, so De Belder does want quite a lot of money. Did he ever get any Belgium caps? He didn't, and he's 29. We can make use of that. 6k a week for Aaron De Belder. He would be the best centre-back at the club. It says fullback, but there's just ain't no way I'm playing him as a fullback. But as a wide centre-back, I think he could be very, very good for us. And I think getting him done over the line, him and Terry Rothwell being the final pieces of the puzzle for this season, it's a decent enough chunk of cash we spent, but I think we spent it on good players, and that's really quite important. So on a free transfer, we can afford a little bit more on wages. We've got to take the risk of him not getting a Belgium cap. He's 29 years old at the moment, and I feel like there's better defenders playing for Belgium, so I think we're pretty safe on that. That was an enormous chance. Clotley drops the ball in this time. Carlson's on the end of it. Wow, he has been so good this year. 1-0, Clotley with the assist. Abule's having a little rest today. 1-0 Suniosk. If we could go 2 for 2 in the league, that'd be ideal. This game is still quite balanced at the moment. We're not exactly out of trouble. It's only 1-0 against a newly promoted side. We've got to be careful in these sort of situations. The last thing we want to do is give away points in games like this that could be so damn important for getting us into that top 6 for the halfway point. Matos, Yalonen, Carlson pops it out wide for Ilsa. He could find Pritchard. First time, Pritchard! Great finish from Joe Pritchard. And I think he's offside there. Or is he? The referee looks like he had... Oh, no. The referee looked like he had his flag up. It was the end of the FM logo. Looked like a flag there. But it is 2-0 to Sunioska. 2-0 to us. Very comfortable performance in the end. They did have some chances, though. And I feel like Caron did very, very well in this game. Actually made some stops. So that's the kind of thing we want to see out of our keeper. And really, really pleased with that. 2 for 2 in the league as well, which is really, really nice. Even better is the fact that it actually technically moves us 5 points clear of those bottom half positions early days. Now, we're not looking at the title on that. We've only played Esbjerg and obviously a newly promoted side so far. So it's not exactly much we can really read into that. Although Esbjerg did win 3-0 today. I still think, though, we just need to start gapping that 7th spot for as much as we can, and I think we're really in the position to do that, and I still think we'll end up coming 4th this season. That's my plan anyway, although I wonder if Europe might get in the way, but if it does, it does. Well, I'll be damned. The exact same thing that's happened in the past has happened in the reverse, where De Belder's gone back to Hammarby for new talks, and then a few hours later agrees to sign for us. He really wanted to go to Hammarby, but they were just like, nah. Well, their loss is our gain. We're getting the Builder. It's not quite Bob, but it's Aaron. Yeah, I think him on a free transfer is a pretty good piece of business for us, really. He's worth 2 million quid. We've got him on a 3-year contract as well. I think he's really solid. And a boom. Terry Rothwell is also in the club, on loan from Arsenal for the season. I think he just gives us a little bit extra for that central midfield role. He's not fantastic there, honestly, but he'll still do a job. He can't tackle to save his life, but I think he does a lot of other things, and that sort of really does bolster us out a little bit now. I feel like we can rotate a much more likely. Just those final 2 signings of just icing on the cake for me. Storley's ball in. Oh, yeah, Jokanovic on the end of it, and the rotated side take an early lead, 1-0, 7 on aggregate. I think Jokanovic is the only starting player in the squad. Storley to deliver. Can we score against the 9 men here? Jokanovic, the only first-team player in the starting 11, has banged both goals today. 2-0 to us. We're not really trying. We're on low tempo now just to save legs. Storley from distance. Oh, what a strike! It's 3-0. Preben Storley, 3-0 to us against the 9 men, and wow. It does help when they get 2 red cards in the first 30 minutes of the match, and at that point, I just literally turned it on to low tempo, short passing, the lowest tempo possible, just so we could pass the ball around for the rest of the game and hold on to our fitness levels, even in the players we had in the team. But Preben Storley, with a 10 out of 10, he assisted both goals and scored a free kick as well. Outrageous performance from him. Really nice to see. 9-0 on aggregate, and we're through to Lausanne now. That was surprisingly easy. Look at the system they finished with. What is that? Like a snowman on his side? I've never seen a team play like that before, but yeah, they didn't really muster much, would you believe? Gordon's going to be forced Oh my god. What kind of idiot plays a pass like that? 1-0 to Norgeland through our own stupidity. Well done, lads. Pops it around the side for Matt. Here we go. One-touch stuff. Abule slips into it for Yalanan. In it goes. 1-1. SecondYellowCard 1. Norgeland 1. Great finish from Constantly Yalanan. Lovely goal and a deserved equaliser, I'd say. We've been really good up until they'd scored. Or go for Clotley instead, but Terry can do mad things over here. He's got 2 players on him. He doesn't care. Ball in Carlson's header, and it's a brilliant header from Christopher Carlson. Terry Clotley provides another wonderful cross, and it's 2-1 to SecondYellowCard against Norgeland. DeBelder playing against his former club too. It is very nice to be able to make 5 subs, and now we have a chance here. This is a great chance for a B to wrap this game up for us potentially, and he does exactly that. Nord in a B. SecondYellowCard 3. Norgeland 1. This is a big result for us, and I think really puts a statement on what we could be this season. Maybe not the group, maybe not the league winners, but something pretty close perhaps. Prone to the byline. We don't want to give them a goal here. It could still give them hope, and that's the last thing we need to be giving them at this point. Oh god, it's through. Blocked, and slammed home by Kenny Vincom. We blocked it about 3 times there, but eventually he does get the goal. When 10 minutes to go, this is not done yet. SecondYellowCard 3, Norgeland 2. Massively humdinger of a game. We really were very good early on in this one. Thankfully we managed to turn it around the way we did, but they very much flew back into it towards the end of this match, and it's thank God for that 3rd goal from Abid. That's a big win. And temporarily, well, I say temporarily, it doesn't send us top of the league or anything, but it does send us joint top of the league, and most importantly, 5 points clear of those positions. Now, obviously, Norgeland one of the big 3 this season, but they do appear to have had a bit of a rocky start to the year, but just getting that result is huge, and to keep this winning run going. At some point, obviously, it's going to start to tail away, and we know for a fact that the likes of FC Copenhagen and Midtjylland are certainly going to start to go through there. However, it does make you wonder if 3rd could be on the cards, and perhaps a Europa League spot, maybe. I don't know how it really works. I think it's the same. We get 2 Champions League, 1 Europa, and then there's the Cup, of course, so it could be tough. I think we just have to aim for Europe this year, and at the very minimum, top 6, and I think top 6 is very much achievable. So were we to progress past Lausanne Sport, we would get Genk, or Bose, Bohemian of Ireland. That would be interesting. I think if we can get past Lausanne, I think we could take Genk. Hopefully. Pastana trying to drill one down the middle, and they have got away with it. Oh god, it's flicked through for Mitrovic. Jovan Mitrovic is through for Lausanne, and the Swiss side lead. First attack of the game that they've really had, and it's 1-0 to Lausanne Sport. This is a bit of a concern, actually. They've given us a bit of a game with this weird system. Chance for a free kick here. Ibule's ball in, and Desirgorda. It's in the line. It's Nikita Jokanovic with the equalising goal. Thoroughly deserved equaliser. Good lord, I was worried for a second there. We've still got 20 minutes to go and get the winner potentially. And we've not been exactly fantastic in this game, but our opponents have scored their only shot on target of the match, and that's really unfortunate when that happens. The play just came out of nowhere, and I still feel like we're good enough to go and grab the winner on the night here. Hopefully we can. Oh god, that's a good ball actually. Gallard. He's outside the box though, thankfully. So if we can win the ball off them here. Oh no. What is he doing? Sebastian and Doy, and now they've scored both shots on target. It's 2-1 to Lausanne Sport in the 80th minute, and I don't know why. Caron is flapping his arms around before the ball even reaches him. A little bit disappointed to lose that match, but oh my god, every time Oskar Lindstrom has gone through on goal since he's joined this club, he has hit every single shot directly at the goalkeeper. Every single shot. He's the epitome of that FM striker that looks good but can't score goals. We just had to play him today because Carlson was a bit knackered. Still, very disappointed to lose that game. I don't think we were that bad, but yeah, hopefully in the second leg we can have Carlson up top with Pritchard alongside him and hopefully turn this around at home, because going out here could be really bad financially for us. It's the first time I've seen one of these systems even play vaguely well. 90 minutes of basically nothing here. The only real options when we've seen stuff has just been people making substitutions, honestly. This game has been absolutely torrid. And unfortunately, it looks like we're about to drop some points. First drop points in the league this season, though, so that's what I would say. It's certainly not the end of the world for us with that in mind. Although Lindstrom picks it up. Is there one last chance for us? Rothwell now. Could he slip it through for Lindstrom? Can Lindstrom finally score a goal for us? He can! Oskar Lindstrom's first goal for the club, finally, and that is a huge winner, potentially, that could see us stay in the title race. Massive goal, that is. That is, well, just completely unexpected because there's been so little from either side in this game. And we might be about to come in with a huge goal. Lindstrom's through again. Could he fit it? Oh, well, no, back to normal. Normal service has resumed, which is really quite surprising considering how well we started this game. Ilsa to the box now, potentially to wrap it up even further. Pulls it across, and Carlson, somehow it's going to be a 2-0 victory for us. Ilsa with the assist, Carlson with the goal. 2-0 in the end out of nowhere. There was nothing going on in this match up until stoppage time. 90th and 95th minute goals from Oskar Lindstrom and Christopher Carlson. The bollocking I've been giving Lindstrom lately clearly worked there. Lovely finish on his left foot. Does give us a massive win in the league. I wasn't expecting that. I was kind of resigned to 0-0. Chiron again, though, very, very good. And incredibly, that actually takes us top temporarily. Only Fs and FC Copenhagen have the same points record. I really don't think we will keep this up, obviously. Because, again, we've actually played 3 relative... I mean, look at who we've beaten so far. We've beaten Esbjerg, who are a decent-ish side, mid-table. We've also beaten newly promoted OB, Norgeland, who are really struggling so far this season. And, of course, our opponents today, OB, who were in the relegation group last time as well. But still, you can only beat what's in front of you, and this is a really strong start for us at the very least. If we could just We have to, I mean, just a win on the night would see us through. Not through, but it would see us into a good position. Pritchard hammers that one home. Sonyaska 1, Lausanne Sport 0. Joe Pritchard's been the European specialist for us this season. Really important goal to level up the tie, and I think we can kick on now. I mean, that was the game. We were dominant. Should have won by more, and I have a horrible feeling that this could go desperately wrong for us in extra time with the potential for penalties. We've been the better side in both legs, and the fact that it's only 2-2 here is catastrophic. But I don't know what more we can do. We've played well enough to just haven't taken the chances. Going out here would be awful for us. Matos, particularly with how well we've played. Clotty. Come on, Terry. Find that pass. You've got so many good crosses in you this season. Pritchard. Oh, I was hoping he might get fouled there. Whips it in. Carlson! Yes! Christopher Carlson. Huge header. 6th goal of the season for him, and that could well be the winning goal of this tie. Massive goal. 3rd goal for us on the night would kill this, surely. Ilse around the side for Yallen and pops it across. Pritchard there, and it is 3-0 on the night, and we are going through to probably face Bohemian. Pritchard with another goal in Europe this season. Joe Pritchard has been fantastic in these European games. Only one in the league so far, but still. Come on. I mean, we can hardly pretend that we didn't deserve the win on the night. 3-0 victory in the end. It took the extra time goals from Carlson and Pritchard to get us over the line there. But yeah, how on earth we didn't win this time more comfortably then, I have no idea. But we are through to face Bohemian in the final qualifying round, and obviously the second leg of that will be the second live com today. Oh, okay, right. That was really dicey for a moment there, honestly. Rothwell delivers one. Gorda's there. It's well saved, and it's put over the line. I think offside, though, from Oscar Lindstrom. I don't know if that's going to count. The goal is awarded. The goal is awarded to Oscar Lindstrom. It's a brilliant header from Gorda. The keeper does well to save it, but Lindstrom nods it over the line as a half-time substitute, and we do have the lead again. I mean, in the end, that is actually a sublime result. Once again, Sylvain Charon makes a ton of decent stops in this game and denies Rana some certain goals. And he right now is winning us points, like, in every match practically. And for the second match in a row in the league, Oscar Lindstrom with the winning goal. After all that disappointment to begin with, he's now scored back-to-back game winners, and we keep 2 clean sheets on the bounce. You'll see it better when we look at the expected points before the final live com, but there's no way that we should have won 5 matches out of 5 so far this season. But you can really see that FC Copenhagen and Midtjylland are the guys to beat. To Jalonen, out wide for Ilse. This is more like it. Caught them on the run. Could we find the right ball? Ilse's back for Carlson. What a finish! Christopher Carlson drills us 1-0 up after just 2 minutes. That is some finish from Carlson. 7 goals already this year for the big man. This is concerning. Stanley. Well intercepted again, though. Now the breakaway. Wow, it's end-to-end stuff here. Abule. Carlson. Can he find Pritchard? It's round the side, and he's on his correct foot. Pritchard! It's in. It's 2-0 in It's 4 minutes in, and Joe Pritchard now with his 7th goal. Wow. 14 goals between the 2 strikers for us this season is outrageous. This is going end to end. What a start to this match. Both teams just going at it hammer and tongs, and we've just come out on top in the early exchanges, but my goodness, it could have gone either way. Yalenen's throw, and it's 3-0! It's 3-0 in 8 minutes. What on earth is going on? We've only had 3 shots in this match. They've had none, I don't think, but wow, what a game. What a game! O'Halloran, if they were to get a goal back, it could start to change things as Stapleton is in for Bohemian. Bit of a tight angle. It's deflected, and a brilliant tackle at the back post from Gorda there, and another to go with it. Oh, damn it. Brian Stapleton gets a goal back for Bose. Gorda's tackle was for nothing at the far post there, but this is what I mean. These guys have got something in them, and we have to be careful that they don't bring it out. Well, 3-1 in the end. Weren't able to capitalise on their red card, albeit a late on one, but the fact that we were 3-0 up inside 9 minutes is mental. In the end, I think 3-1's a pretty fair result. It's still has the, there's still the chance that we could balls things up in Ireland, but if we play even half as well as that, I think we'll be able to do enough to not lose. But it's still not, I think at 3-0, I'd have been very confident that that was all the way through, but you just never know what can happen in a one-off match, even though we played fantastically well here. We've got Midtjylland up next in the league. We may have to rotate for that, because I do want to make sure that we get through, because this is the imperative right now. We've had to rotate as well with the Bose game in mind, and it's annoying because it is one of our home games against one of the big sides, but really, there was not a lot we can do. You never know what these guys could come up with. We've still got Lindstrom, and who's proven to be a game winner for us in recent matches in the league, so you never know. Maybe he could pull off another miracle goal today to send us, well, top, I suppose. Rothwell, other side for a bead. Oh, lovely pass out to Ilse. They're really getting this tactical style very quick. There's Matos slots us in front after just 4 minutes. Well, okay, maybe the league title is not off the cards this year. If we keep on, maybe, well, imagine if it was like an 18-month challenge out of nowhere. That would be weird. Talk about big results. Corone does it yet again. Another clean sheet. Admittedly, didn't face a lot of shots in this game. Jose Matos' goal after just 5 minutes was all it took. We just controlled the possession in this game. This was a lot of rotation in this. A different strike force, different midfield, a lot of defensive changes in this this game as well. And we've gone 6 for 6 in the league. Now, obviously, I think it is important to bear in mind that when we took over this club, they may have been in trouble, but they still allegedly, according to the stats from what we could see, had the 4th best team in the league. That was their season prediction, was to come 4th. And we've definitely got a better squad now than we had when we came into this club. So actually, I suppose it's not entirely that surprising that we're actually doing as well. Maybe as well as we are is a little bit of a surprise. But still, I think we're a bit fortunate, as we do still sit second in the league, as FC Copenhagen take the lead of the league on goal difference at the moment. They're also 6 for 6. But you'll notice Esbjerg in there as well with their plus 12 goal difference. We've won all 6 games so far, but we've not really won by large margins. In fact, I don't think we've won by more than 2 goals in any match so far this season. And most of them have been very, very tight indeed. Statistically, here's how things sort of stack up. You can see that the real key factor for us, obviously we've overperformed. There's been some tight matches that we've come out with wins that perhaps we shouldn't do, or statistically over the season, it'll even itself out. We've got 6 more points than we should do. That is very clear. You can really see the difference between us and FC Copenhagen, though. They really have been dominating matches. Look at how many goals that... Their defense has been utterly ridiculous. The fact that they've only, over 6 matches, conceded 2.3 goals worth of XG, compared to 6 for us. And ours is bloody good. That's like 1 a game. They're conceding the equivalent of like 0.3 XG per match. That's kind of mental, honestly. Going forward, we're clearly the best. I say clearly, we're suddenly up there in the big 3. But you can really see how I think over the course of the year, if they carry on like that, there's no way we're going to have anything for them if they're that strong defensively. Because really, the only reason we're even still vaguely in this is because of Chiron. That guy is keeping us in this title race currently with some of his astonishing goalkeeping. Away from home, in Ireland, we've got a 2-goal advantage. Now, obviously, I rotated the side heavily for that game against Midtjylland, and somehow we come up with a victory, which allows us to rotate back into this particular lineup. So I want to do that, then that, then that. Swap those 2 over. Pritchard and Carlson, Ilse, Turnison, De Belde, Gorda, Clotty, and Caron. Really nice lineup. I'm a huge fan of this team. Other benefit, if we were to keep this title race fairly tight, and obviously probably still aren't going to be good enough, like we can see statistically we're going to fall away probably, but if we could nab 2nd spot, that would be a chance at Champions League qualification. And you know what? This team has got something about it, and it does make you wonder if that's within our wheelhouse, honestly. We need to get in them a bit more. We've already let a few interceptions go by. There we go. That's more like it. We did a lot of this in the first leg. Just winning the ball off of them when they misplaced passes and just springing into counter-attacking action very quickly. Clotty down the left. Can he put another delicious ball in? He has, you know. Carlson's header over the bar. We look a bit all over the shop here. Carlson. Jalonen, nice pick out. Here he comes. Joe Pritchard, great first touch. Gets it back to his left foot, goes for the right, and it's saved by Marn. Clotty, can he pull it across for someone? No, but he's very patient, holds onto it. And now he could be in trouble. Clotty needs to really get back quickly, and he's not really doing it. Sort of jogging at the moment. It's going to leave a lot of gaps through the middle here. Oko flex. And they've still got it. Marn. Eckersley, this is what we were afraid of. Here comes Marn now through for Bohemian, and it's 1-0 to the Irish side. 3-2 on aggregate. Alan Marn with the goal. They've got a Marn in goal, and they've got a Marn up front, and the Marn up front has just scored a goal. This is concerning. At the very least, it's going to be interesting for the rest of this match. Marn with the ball downfield again. Turnison does well. Okay, that's more like it. Oh, around the channel. Here we go. Georges Aboulé has time. Oh, no, Georges. He has to score. Gorda fires one to Clotty. Wow, that's more like it. He does have this great turn of pace and agility about him, though, does Terry Clotty. I really like that about him. He's gone to the byline again. Drops it short this time for Matos. Oh, Clotty's into the box. It's a great goal. Consti Jalonen with a brilliant finish, and Clotty does make up for his error with a lovely run down the left. A great assist for Jalonen, and that is a huge goal. To Clotty again. Every time he picks that ball up in space, he just has this intensity to drive forward, and I really like that about him. Oh, pop through for Pritchard instead. He's not going to... Oh, he might get the shot away here, Pritchard. No way. Oh, off the crossbar from Joe Pritch. Corona again, firing one forward, and it is flicked down, and it's won by Aboulé. Oh, God almighty, if we score here. Oh, it's a good save from Marn again. You might just get the ball back again any minute now. Ball in. Carlson knocks it down. Matos, here we go. One-touch stuff. Matos. Oh, if there's a goal at the end of this, which there is, and it's Consti Jalonen again. It's 2-1 on the night. Lovely bit of field up. We just slowed the play down and then sped it up at the final moment there, and it did all the work for us with the passing. 5-2 on aggregate. Surely we're through. Aboulé drops it short. Carlson could win this, and it's a penalty to us now, and that will surely do it. And it will be probably Jalonen to take. I'm hoping Jalonen for the hat-trick. The captain's hat-trick, and there it is. 3-1 in both legs. Consti Jalonen's 5th goal of the year, but a hat-trick for the captain today. Well, we needed a captain's performance, and boy, did we get it. Is there more in the tank for us here? Aboulé to maybe drop one on the head of Carlson? He does so, and Carlson's fired it home. 4-1 on the night. We've come to Ireland to play. Carlson with his 8th goal of the season. Aboulé with a nice assist, and that should really wrap this tie up. Clipping it through for Caffrey now. Chance for Bose to get another one, and they will. They actually will. Jordan Caffrey makes it 4-2 and 7-3 on aggregate. They're giving it a go. So it looks like it is going to be Bohemian 3, Sunioska 7, and it is. We're into the group stages, thank God. Was worried a bit with the Lausanne. That was our only defeat of the... Have we won every other game? a good start. I really do feel like we're on a really solid footing now tactically. I might try to find a way to put the tactic on the Steam Workshop for people if I can. I tried to do this before and it wouldn't let me. So hopefully, because I think it's actually kind of finished at the moment. I think it's really, really working lovely. And it seems that you can take over pretty much any team and make them better with it. And then with the signings, all good over the top of that as well. We are third pot, which... My God, Samrock Rovers are a pot 1 side. Mental. That'd be nice to play against them at least. Why can't they do this on my bloody other save, eh? Well, enough of that. Some good side. I mean, Leicester City, the one to avoid from pot 2, surely. Also, IFK Göteborg are a good side as well, as we know. So they'd be one to avoid. We don't really get to avoid anyone particularly interesting in that group. I mean, I think we take what we can get, right? Let's see what we get. Oh, what? That's really, really annoying. Of all the groups we could have got, Villarreal and Leicester, probably 2 of the toughest pot 1 sides we could have got. Maybe Atalanta would have been pretty tough as well. That's kind of Monaco maybe, but lordy lord, to get both of them. We also get TSV Hartberg, who aren't like going to be a pushover either. That's a real shame. That's quite a tough. That's like a Europa League group, honestly. With the exception of Hartberg, that's a Europa League group. We do start off as well against Leicester. Ah, dearie me, that is going to be some tough-ass games that we're going to be dealing with over the rest of the first half of the season anyway. So, if you have enjoyed this episode, though, and I hope you have, we've had a pretty good record. I mean, look at that. Just the 1 defeat today, and we've won every other game, which is not likely to happen again, but still, the fact that it did shows that we've got some real quality here. I think we've got a real good chance of qualifying for quality Europe, maybe even Champions League through the league this season, potentially. The Europa Conference League's taken a bit of a hit on that, but what can you do? But if you have enjoyed it, drop a like. That'd be lovely. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I stream on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so go follow there too. I'll see you guys soon. Hold your gun. Capybara. Bye-bye.